Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. The episode was cute. I'm so confused on what they going. Okay, I am confused on the setup with Love and Marriage Huntsville. So this was the season finale, right? I don't like the way, but then the show is coming back in November. So September, October, November. So basically, like 2 months. Or what? I guess depending on if it comes back on the last day of November, it'll be three. Anyways, it come back. It comes back in November. The way that they left this off, the way that they ended this part is like, and you're now you're promoting the next show as the beginning of the new season. It's just weird to me because, girl, in 3 months, girl, depending on when the show airs, whether it's at the end of November or the beginning of November, girl, we would have forgot about what happened. Like this episode, like I feel like they're going to continue and they're calling it a new season, but they're starting the new season based off of them still being in, where are they at? Turks and Caicos? I don't know where they at. I can't remember. St. Thomas. Is it St. Thomas or Turks? I don't know. They're somewhere. Girl. It would have been different if they would have ended the trip, went home, and then that would have been the end of the season. But they're ending the season on the island, and they're going to begin the new season on the island. Like I just think it's weird. Like I think it's so weird the way that they set this, the way that they do Love and Marriage with these break seasons and season A and season B, and because really and truly it has not been 8 seasons, okay? But the way they break it up, it'll say on like my TV it says season 8. I don't know. Anyways, it is what it is. Um, Nell, Nell, I like Nell, I do. But Nell may not have any sense of she might not have any self-awareness because in my opinion she's on the phone with Chris and she's telling Chris that her and Kimmy basically bumped heads. Chris is really surprised that Nell has bumped heads with Kimmy. She says that it's because her and Kimmy may just have type A personalities, strong type A personalities, and that's why they just don't mesh well. No, 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 Nell. Even if you may not have realized, because Nell, I'm assuming Nell was probably a little drunk. She had through a few back. But by the time Nell made it outside, we're gonna have to just call it for what it was. Even though the conversation had been squashed, Tisha, Melody, Kimmy had talked about whatever needed to be discussed. It was still, you could tell that Kimmy and Tisha were still kind of bothered by what had the sleeping arrangements. And then here comes Nell telling them, y'all just need to suck it up. Girl, if you don't get out of my face, you see what I'm saying? And maybe Nell doesn't remember that because, in my opinion, I'm just going to say that Nell was drunk. And when, I'm drunk, you're drunk, sometimes you may not remember everything that, happened. But Nell, you put yourself in the middle of something that, quite frankly, had nothing to do with you. And that's why it went the way that it went, period. Kimmy and Tisha still feel some way about the rooms the next day. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Again, I'm not on the trip. If it was me, if I were Tisha or Kimmy, I would have gotten my panties and bras and I would have went to the nearest Marriott, a DoubleTree, a Hilton, something. Girl, growing up, I was Tisha and I had a couple of coins because I'm on this reality show and I've been here since season 1. I probably would have went to a Four Seasons. Okay. Now, if it was me, I would have went to a Hyatt place, America. But I wouldn't have been in that room though. I wouldn't have been in that room. I would have been gone. Okay. I'm not being in a room. Girl, y'all not gonna surprise me like this. I wouldn't have been in the room. Now, that's just what it is. Girl, this is not, I'm not 20 years old. This is not, girl, spring break, and we are, college students and we have to share a room. Girl, those are successful women. I think that's the part that some people are leaving out. These are successful women who can afford their own room. So therefore, because they've probably grown to living a certain way when it comes to at least traveling, right? And I'm not saying, girl, they can travel with Lisa Vanderpump and Kathy Hilton and Candy Burris, but girl, I'm sure they can afford their own room. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that. And so because you have these 50, 40 plus year old women, 30, late 30-year-old women who are successful, girl, they don't have to shack up in a room and share one toilet. And I wouldn't have. And I ain't rich, okay, girl. But girl, I guarantee you, I would have got my stuff and left, and wouldn't have thought twice about it. But anyways, nonetheless, they are in the room. That's all. That's what it comes down to. They didn't leave. I'm looking at them like they fools for not even leaving. Girl, I would have gave. Girl, y'all want to show? Since y'all want to show, girl, I would have gave them a show. Girl, the way I would have picked up my bag so fast, and they would have been like, "What's going on?" Girl, he leaving. Girl, he leaving. Girl, yeah, I'm leaving. Girl, y'all thought y'all gonna play this game with me? Girl, fooled you. Girl, y'all not gonna have me mad. I'm about to go to I'm about to go to a hotel. Girl, where they gonna pamper me? Girl, they're gonna change my they're gonna change my sheets. They're gonna make my bed up. They're gonna bring me fresh towels. Hello? I can order room service. Girl, okay. Anyways, the water boys, I ain't gonna lie, those water boys, at the beach, girl, they was cute. Girl, I would have took both of them. Hello? Um, Dr. Shanita, Dr. Shanetta. It's a Shanita or Shanetta. I don't know. But the doctor, I know some of y'all don't like Tisha, and that is okay. I'm not here to convince you to like Tisha, but I do think it's weird that Dr. Shanetta, she was not reading Tisha. Quiet as it's kept, she really was calling out everybody at the table. Because if we just gonna call it for what it is, don't nobody at the table like each other. Girl. As far as Melody, anyways. They don't like Melody, and Melody don't like them. Hello? Hey. So if she's gonna call out Letitia and saying that she's an op and you gotta watch her, you don't have to watch Letitia because Letitia's already telling you that she's able to be around people who she may not particularly like and be okay. That's nothing to clock. Like I think the way that people are online acting as if she was clocking Letitia when she's not clocking Letitia because Letitia is telling her what it is. You see what I'm saying? I think it would be different if Letitia wasn't saying it and Shanetta was clocking her by her actions or catching on to bits and pieces of what she was saying. And then she said, girl, you need to watch her. But there's nothing to watch because I'm telling everybody at this table that I don't have to too much care for you, but I can still be around and I can still be cordial. Now, if anything, girl, if you want to clock anybody, girl, let's clock Miss Melody. Because from what the people say, girl, Melody paid for most of the trip out of pocket. So she paid for most of the trip for some bitches who she don't even like. Girl, something you gonna clock. You see what I'm saying? Something you gonna clock Tisha. Then how you not clocking your homegirl Melody? Oh. Because again, most people at the table, especially as it pertains to Melody and when and Melody and vice versa, they don't too much care for Melody, but they basically doing what they need to do for the betterment of the show. And Melody don't care for them, but she's doing what she needs to do for the betterment of the show. It's cool. But Shanetta, the doctor was not clocking Tisha, not in my opinion. Um Mel. Y'all do got Mel thinking she the girl. Y'all got Mel thinking she the y'all got Mel thinking she the HBI. I mean, she said it. Mel basically, somebody asked her about Stormy, and she said that basically, in a nutshell, like they good. I mean, girl, it is what it is. You're right. It ain't no beef. But I mean, girl, we ain't best friends, but it ain't no beef. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then she started to talk about when she invites you on, basically saying this is her show. Um, and when she invites you on, it's all good, but don't try and come and dethrone her because she's a queen and she's a head bitch in charge. And I said, oh, I guess, girl, you ain't got too much power because the nigga who you don't want on the show is still on the show. Girl, half of the helpers you don't want on the show is still on the show. And that's just what it is. Because I'm sure if she could get Martell off that show, she would get Martell off that show. That's the first one on the hit list. Okay? But it is what it is. Girl, she started comparing herself to Jesus. I said, oh, girl. Okay. Destiny arrives. Okay. Now, I will say this much. Tisha was being messy this episode. She was. Tisha was definitely being messy. Tisha was definitely stirring the pot. I'm talking about stirring the pot. As soon as Destiny arrived, she told Destiny that basically Mel said to her and Kimmy that she doesn't put anything past Destiny or Martell as far as them possibly having a sexual relationship, pretty much. Um, at one point during the conversation, Destiny started to kind of get irritated with Tisha because you could see that Tisha was trying to push this conversation for Destiny and Melody to have. Honestly, if Tisha wanted to be messy, she could have just led with, "Girl, I don't know what's going on between you and Melody, but girl, you may have to have a conversation with her because last night at the table she was talking about F Destiny. Yeah, that's still messy, but girl, you're bringing like you said like that would have been more. That would have been more. Girl, that's what I would have did. Hey, I just would have been like, sister, girl, if I was gonna certify, I just would have been like, sister, I don't know what's going on between you and Melody. I thought y'all were good. Girl, knowing I'm starting some mess, I thought y'all were good. But, you know, girl, last night at the table, girl, she was talking about F Destiny. So, girl, what did you do? Hello? Um, Shanita says, oh, Trisha. So they're at dinner. I don't call that woman Shanita Shanetta. Shanita. I'm going to call her Shanita. I like Shanita. She's a mess. She's a messy starter, but that's okay because some of y'all don't like Shanita. Is Shanita there to do Mel's dirty work? Yes, she is. She is. She's there to do Mel's dirty work, and I mean, I didn't mind it. I just don't like the fact. I just didn't like how she was trying to clock, as if she was trying to clock Tisha, but girl, you really wasn't. Girl, you clocking everybody at the table because everybody at the table being fake. Girl, we just don't know what it is. Especially the ones who really being fake are really Sunny, Destiny, right? When Destiny arrived, like, girl, we just gonna be fake. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. We just shooting the show. But girl, Sunny, Destiny, Stormy, Kimmy, Tisha, Melody, they all being fake. Because Melody don't too much care for them, and they don't too much care for Melody. But you just want to call out Tisha. Anyways, so she basically says, she asks Trisha, they start talking about marriage. And she asks Trisha, are you married? And she was like, well, you know, Trisha, girl, Trisha, just say I'm separated. That's it. However, I am in a relationship. Well, how long have you been separated? 10 years. Well, I don't know how long. What she said, I think they've been separated 5 years. Whatever the number is, I don't care. 5 years. Oh, how long you been in your new relationship with your new man? Oh, a couple of years. Oh, okay. I think that's like the easy breezy way to have the conversation. But she starts to get all flabbergasted and like flustered. You know what I'm saying? Not flabbergasted, flustered. And um she even still referred, somebody said it's like a situationship. And she was like, yeah, like a situationship. Girl, why are you calling this relationship with this man who you live with a situationship? Girl, a situationship is not what Trisha and Ken have. A situationship is something that does, and this is what a situationship is to me. A situationship is something that doesn't necessarily really have a title. Like y'all probably hunching, right? Y'all probably hang out from time to time. You passed the I don't really know them type of. When you first saw hunching somebody, maybe it's just the gays. You saw hunching somebody, you really don't be knowing what's going on because you don't really care because you just did it for the sex, and then you start the whole, oh, so how was your day? And then it goes from, oh, you want to go out to eat tomorrow? Oh yeah, right. That's more of a situationship where it's not necessarily a title. You're probably having sex. You probably hang out from time to time, and it's just that's a situationship. A situationship is not, girl, I'm living with my boyfriend, and girl, we might get engaged once this wrap up. Girl, I don't know, girl. Anyways, um, but Shanita basically says that Trisha is in a glass house, and her situation isn't any different than Sonny's and Destiny's. Now, I will give Shanita this. If Shanita just wanted to say, girl, you sound like you got a mess going on and you over here judging Sonny, then she could have just left it at that. Right? Because you could say that. Like, girl, your life is a mess. And you got the nerve to be over here, girl, being concerned about what's going on with Sonny and Destiny and Moses. Girl, shut up. Right? That will be okay. But, girl, I don't think that Trisha's situation is anywhere near the same as Sonny, Destiny, and Moses. Now, if Dr. Shanita is really on her clocking and messy shit, when she do find out that Trisha had went over to Martell's house, then she could probably say, I knew your ass was a ball of mess. You've been sitting here because on some real shit. If I was Melody, I would be pissed. Because, girl, you've been sitting in my face this whole fucking time. And you knew that you had been at my ex-husband's place. And I'm just not, because she gonna find out. I think like when the season come back at the dinner table. That's where Shanita, Doctor needs to start clocking Trisha. Girl, I knew you was a mess. Girl, you've been sitting here trying to judge Sonny and Moses, and this whole time you've been smiling in this lady's face, and you was at her husband's house. You done came on a trip with this lady, and you ain't told her. That's how Shanita could clock Latricia. Hello. Because I'm still trying to figure out why Latricia ain't told Melody nothing. Because as far as I'm concerned, Latricia and let me shut up. Girl, I'm not going to go. I'm not doing this back and forth with Destiny and Sonny. Y'all don't like Destiny because because it's like a Destiny versus Mel. But Destiny low key was clocking Melody and she was clocking Sonny at that table. Girl, y'all don't want to give Destiny her props, but Destiny low key was wrapping Melody up. Girl. And if you listen closely, Melody low key was Destiny was low key telling the truth. It wasn't no low key hockey. Okay? But we're gonna get into Destiny and Melody in a little bit. Girl, I'm about to roll my sleeves up because I know the millimeters be watching. Girl, they come over here, girl, army honey, girl. They be all girl, okay, girl. Shout out to the millimeters. It's all love, girl. Um, but her and Sonny, they girl, look, Sonny was a side chick. And that's just what it is. Sonny was a side chick. Um, she feels as though it is what it is because I got the ring. I got the ring. I'm the wife. He chose me. You hoes just mad. I got the ring, baby girl. That's what Sonny is on. The timeline. Now, because Sonny doesn't want to just admit that, girl, one, she was a side chick. Two, Moses was still texting Destiny. Girl, they all at the table quiet. So when was the last time he texted you? October the 9th. I think she said October. Destiny said October something. Because Sonny was trying to say, girl, we were together basically 3 months. We were together 3 months before we got married. So that means that October, November, December. So in December, in October when you were claiming to have been with him, he was still texting Destiny. So even if y'all got together October the 1st, October the 9th, or whatever it was, he was still texting Destiny. He was still sending her money. And she tries to pull the look. You're single until you're married. Girl. She does not want to own that her and Destiny were friends. Let me tell y'all something. If you are texting someone, I love you, sis, um, miss you, your friends. Who the fuck is going around here telling strangers? I mean, when you at church, you at church, you be like, I love you. You know, you know, give your neighbor a hug and tell your neighbor I love you. I love your sister. I love your brother. But you in church. You just doing it. But for the most part, people just don't text each other. Because at that point, I think the point is, it still does not take away that you had some sort of friendship. You had a relationship with this girl, son. You did. And I think most people saw that from the get go. Your relationship was professional at one point, and then it transitioned into a personal relationship. And you guys were building a friendship to the point where you were even her music manager. Sonny does not want to admit because she knows it's gonna make her look trifling. But the thing is, Sonny, we already think you trifling as fuck. It is what it is. Did y'all hear when Stormy said, "I'm not even worried about Moses because he a man. They gonna do what they gonna do. I'm looking at Sonny because you really had Destiny's basically you really had Destiny's piece of meat, knowing this you girl. And I did not tell y'all." Stormy, I'm gonna need you to I'm gonna need you to do something about that. The whole girl excusing a man's behavior because they're a man will be a man, boys will be boys, but it's late, tied, and through. The onus should not just go on Sonny. It should definitely, in this situation, both of them are wrong, but most of it goes on to Moses because Moses knew Destiny the longest. They had a friendship before they crossed that line and became intimate. Shout out to Phaedra. He was okay. Um, But Sonny is still low down and dirty. Moses is still low down and dirty. Well, we just not gonna take the onus off of Moses just because he's a man and that's what a man gonna do. And no, he's still trifling as hell. Okay. Um, Sonny got the ring. She won. Honey, I'm here to tell you, Sonny, the ring didn't mean a thing. Shout out to Kim Zolciak. KKK Kim. Hello, that's what we call her. Tisha brings up basically Destiny and Mel. Do y'all have anything? Do y'all need to have a conversation? No. Girl. Melody is like, girl, I ain't talked to her in a year or two. We fine. It ain't nothing to talk about. So that's what and that's what you said. Like, girl, I did kind of giggle. Well, last night you were saying fuck Destiny. Hey! Now that's how you start a pot. Well, girl, I can't tell, girl, because last night you was talking about F Destiny. And now you talking about y'all ain't got no problems. Girl, this was less than 24 hours ago. Now we ain't got no issues. Girl, I can't tell. Cause girl, ain't nobody walking around here talking about F so and so if it really ain't no issue. Okay? Um so when Tisha said, well, last night you were saying F Destiny. But Destiny said, "Oh, oh, right, girl, like girl, you giving me all of that? What I do?" When Destiny said, "What I do?" Oh, girl, child. Um. So then Sonny basically says, "So Mel, how do you feel about?" Basically trying to say the same way Destiny trying to say something about our friendship. How do you feel about, I guess Destiny dropping the ball in your friendship? Ain't nobody ever gonna give me a valid reason of what Destiny did to Melody while they were friends. I'm not talking about what happened after they were friends. While they were friends, what did Destiny do to Melody? Um, Mel starts to talk about the video premiere party when they had that little sit down. I think it was at Stormy's house, and then she talks about the reunion. And then she says, "I don't even think it's a reason we need to go. We need to go through all this stuff." Well, girl, you don't already started listing. You already started listing 1, 2, and 3, girl. At one point, Melody says she knew my ex was putting me through hell. She said that she would be on the phone with Destiny sometimes, and she'd be like, "Girl, oh, that's Martell calling." See, this is a thing with people in relationships. I'm about to say something. Melody, you knew your nigga wasn't shit too, and you still stayed with him, husband or not. I don't give a damn. You stayed with him, and you were okay with everybody being cool with Martell, because he was taking your ass through hell when you were married. He was taking your ass through hell when y'all were married and still living together. And you were okay with Destiny and Martell being friends. It was not a problem. And see, this is what happens with people when they get into these marriages, these relationships, and then the relationship comes to an end. Everything is copacetic. And then when either party chooses to end the relationship, this is where now the family and friends are put in this effed up situation, because now I have to choose a side, especially if it's a bad breakup, a bad divorce. Because when you was with him, you loved him, we had to accept the nigga. Even though we was trying to tell you he ain't about shit. He ain't about shit. But you wanted to stick around and stay with him. I'ma stay for the kids. All that bullshit. And you were good. It was cool when we was cool with him because we knew that girl, he gonna be coming around anyway. So we might as well just deal. We gotta deal with the nigga. And now you've entered the relationship, and now it's she knew he put me through hell. You knew he put you through hell too, with him, too, and you still got pregnant, had a heaven baby, okay, got pregnant again, had a baby, knew he was cheating on you, then separated, got back to like, girl, why are you acting like? But now all of a sudden, Destiny is wrong for still being friends with Martell. She was with friends with him when you was with, when you was walking around talking about that's your husband, and when you was high five him at the reunion. Oh, um, so Destiny starts to talk because she basically says that Destiny was hanging out with the mistress. Girl, I swear I'm not trying to just like be on Melody's ass. I promise. But Melody's expectation of expecting loyalty past the expiration date of a friendship is a little weird. I don't think that just because you end a friendship or you're no longer friends that you should walk around here bashing somebody. Just let the friendship end and you go your way and I go my way and girl, that's it. Girl, I ain't got to talk about you. You ain't got to talk about me. I ain't got to bash you. You ain't got to bash me. Right? Destiny is not wrong for being around Martell's baby mama. I'm the one, like Destiny told her, and Melody said, "You're right." I'm the one who told you, bitch, let's put our Timberlands on, our all black, and go, let's whoop that hoe. But you wanted to be on the phone with her kiki and caca and giggling. And I didn't understand how you sitting here having a conversation with a woman who's sleeping with your husband. I'm on some, let's go whoop her ass. Hey. So now Melody and Martell are no longer together. It's 3 years later. Destiny is at at Martell's house. Ariane is there. I mean, honestly speaking, at this point, I'm just being honest with y'all. Girl, what do y'all want people to do? Martell has a baby with Ariane. Ariane has a baby with Martell. The baby is here. The baby ain't did shit to nobody. So is Destiny just supposed to stop, to keep on hating Martell? Because at this point, I'm not friends with Melody anymore. I mean, I'm friends with Martell. She probably gonna be around. Y'all want Destiny just keep hating the girl? No, I'm sorry. Sorry. Now this is where Destiny had me fucked up. Destiny, come here. You bring your black ass here. Destiny, girl. Now this is why I was like, okay, girl. I was with Destiny this whole. To me, Destiny do be making sense. Next to Kimmy, Destiny is probably the most the most logical one out of the group. Melody was pissed off because Destiny posted a picture of Martell and the kids, and was it Ariane too, on Martell's birthday. And she said she took it down once she realized that she shouldn't have posted it. I guess when somebody brought it to her attention. Maybe it was Melody. Destiny, girl, I don't believe that Destiny did not know that she shouldn't have posted that picture. You probably just didn't give a damn. I would rather Destiny just say, girl, you know what, you right. At the time, I was like, I don't give a fuck what she got to say. If Martell told me I could post a picture, I posted the picture. But to play this game of you didn't really think about it, you didn't know, girl, it's hard for me to believe that when Destiny posted that picture, and I don't keep up with Love and Marriage Huntsville outside of the show, so I don't know what happens outside of the show. If they don't post, the only time I really keep up with Love and Marriage Huntsville is if they post something on the neighborhood talk, the shade room. Other than that, I'm not no Love and Marriage Huntsville historian. I don't know the ins and outs of everybody on the show, and I don't care. um, but because this is being introduced to the show, this is now they're talking about this part on the show. That's why I'm talking about it. But what was I saying? Anyways, I don't believe that Destiny just didn't know better. And I think that if the roles were reversed and her husband was with this woman who had a baby, and even if it was a couple of years down the line, you know that even with it being a few years down the line, that Martell and and Melody are still going head to head, toe to toe, blow for blow. Right? If this was you, you would know, you would probably feel the same way Melody felt. So I do think that Destiny is full of shit when she says that she just didn't know or she didn't think about it or she wasn't intentionally trying to hurt her in that moment. I don't know. Oh, no, Destiny. I don't know, Madani. I don't know, Madani. No, Madani. You gonna have to. No, no, no. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. I don't believe it. I just don't. Um, I think she was wrong. And I think that with Destiny being someone who's married or was married, Destiny having a child, I would think that she would have thought twice before she did that. You know what I'm saying? But again, I think that Destiny did it. I think Destiny knew. I just don't think she gave a damn. I don't think Destiny wants to admit that in that moment when I posted that picture, yeah, I was probably being petty. I was probably being petty, right? Anyways, that I completely understand why Melody was pissed off, right? Because now you're posting my picture, you're posting my kids with this bitch who I don't like and this nigga who I don't like, ex-husband, baby daddy, and all. Girl, what are you doing? Now that I understand. Okay. Um, let's be clear. Y'all talked on the phone like y'all were friends. You were trying to teach her to respectfully cheat, honey. Let me tell you something. Melody, 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 melody. Girl. As dumb as it may sound, the more I listen to that conversation, I completely understand how Destiny came to the conclusion that, girl, you just trying to get her to respect your marriage. And if you gon' be fucking my husband, girl, at least, girl, keep it under wraps. I swear I feel like that's what happened. I do. I feel like Melody would talk to Ariane and it would be conversations that were being had. And I feel like Melody, throughout some of those conversations, probably said to Ariane once or two or three times, girl, you can't even respect my marriage. There's one thing if you were trying to sneak around here, but girl, you just going around town with my husband. And when they showed that flash, and we're gonna get into the whole respectful cheating stuff in a little bit. Girl, when Destiny said, girl, you were trying to teach her how to respectfully cheat with your husband, and girl, that makeup artist look for it like this. Girl. Tisha said she was trying to teach her how to cheat with her own husband. She is. If I was okay with my husband cheating, if I was okay with my husband cheating, I would still be with him. Let me tell you something, girl. Melody, girl. You probably were not okay with your husband cheating, but you still stayed with your husband while he was cheating. I was just trying to figure out, what did she say? I wanted, at one point she said she wanted, I gotta, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyways, so she said, I watched you talk to her. I saw the messages of you texting each other when Martell get over there, let me know. When I told you, wait, when I told you, why are you on the phone with this girl? Let's go all black and go whoop her ass. You were talking to that girl. You were messaging her. Yeah, so I could catch her ass cheating, so I could leave his ass. Girl, bullshit. Because Martell had already been cheating on you. You had left him at one point, moved out, got back together. Like you had already caught him cheating. You're trying to act like this was gonna be your first time catching him cheating. Melody had already caught Martell cheating. She just got back with her husband. Melody left Martell because once they got on the show, Melody was publicly humiliated. I told you it's that public humiliation. Melody was publicly humiliated. Please believe, if Martell and Melody were not on Love and Marriage Huntsville and they were not public figures, Melody would still be her black ass at that house with Martell. And Martell would still have that baby. Because Melody has already let us know that it's not the baby. That's not the reason why she would not get back with Martell. It would be because of the disrespect that Martell has shown her after, like, once they separated again. So you might not want to say you were okay with Martell cheating, but girl, you were okay with Martell cheating as long as he didn't do it disrespectfully. So in a way, you were okay with you would be okay with Martell cheating. You were not okay because it was done in a way that was not respectful, in your opinion. The whole respectful cheating, let me tell you something. That's one of those things where you should not say out loud. I understand what people say when they say it. As ignorant and ghetto and as gutter snipe and dumb and lowbrow as it may sound, I understand what people are saying. Nobody wants to be cheated on. Nobody. Okay? Nobody wants to be cheated on. There's no such thing as respectful cheating because it's disrespect across the board. But I do believe, this is just my opinion, there is a difference. It's still cheating at the end of the day. And me personally, I'm going to leave your ass regardless. Okay? But I feel like there is a difference between, say, like a Curtis from Married to Medicine prancing that trollop around the busiest airport in the world in Atlanta, right? Versus someone cheating at 1 o'clock in the morning, going to the back of a hotel, getting their dick sucked in the car. It's still bad and it's still cheating. But I think that that's where people feel like there's a difference because in this situation, you're out with the girl in public. You're literally letting people inside of our home. You are embarrassing me. You're embarrassing your kids. You're embarrassing your family. Versus, girl, me probably just finding out by going through your phone and nobody knows except for me and you. And now this bitch, I know who you fucking on the side. You see what I'm saying? Again, it's all wrong. It's not respectful cheating. It's all disrespect at the end of the day. But I can understand how, depending on how the cheatation happened, how in some folks' heads it could look. And again, for me, I'm telling you, for me personally, I'm leaving regardless. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if I find out you was cheating with a nigga after midnight or go a girl at the Galleria Mall in the middle of the day. Bitch, it's all the same for me. Bitch, I'm gone. Bitch, it's deuces. Okay? Because I don't forgive easily. Girl, it take me a long time to get over shit. Okay? Um, or either I'm gonna get my lick back and you will find out I fucked the nigga. It ain't gonna be no secret. Okay? You're gonna cry. You gonna pay me in tears. You gonna cry. You owe me for all these tears. You gonna cry. Love, revenge. Girl, that's oh, that's a K Michelle. Shout out to motherfucking K Michelle. So cry. Okay. I learn from the best. I learn from you. Wait, as I do the shit you do, you go to know, and you listen. Now you wish your best and you gon' suffer. You gon' suffer for everything that you did. Okay, I might do a little cry moment. But no, for real, it's all ghetto and dumb and stupid. But I do understand again how some people in their head they could look at it. Okay, girl, don't nobody know you cheated. I'm pissed off. I mean, like I said, girl, I think you should leave because, girl, at this point, your health at risk. Girl, he don't give a damn, right? He probably raw dogging the health of coming back and fucking you raw, girl, a mess. Um, but I also know I also, I'm not detached from reality. And I get how in some folks' heads how it could be okay, girl, X, Y, and Z. Like Dr. Jackie is a fool for staying with Curtis because he literally did that shit on purpose. Like, girl, he disrespected you and he disrespected you real loud. For Curtis, big 7 feet ass, tall ass to be walking through the busiest airport in the world, knowing Dr. Jackie has done whatever she needed to do to try and protect her reputation and he just didn't give a damn. Now that right there, girl, that would have had me out the door. Anyways, I'm getting this ain't gonna do with Dr. Jackie. But yeah, it is what it is. I understood. I understand what the girls be trying to say when they say it. They probably just shouldn't say it because it does sound stupid. Um. Anyways, of course, we had this is Melody. Of course, this is what Melody said. Of course, we had multiple conversations. She would DM, she would call my phone. I have recordings. Why are you calling me? What do you want me to do? I have no empathy for a side hoe. Why are you calling me? Figure it out, baby girl. Girl, I don't know how y'all don't. Girl, I'm sorry. Destiny ain't lying about Melody trying to coach this girl on how to be a side chick, or how to respectfully cheat. Girl, the signs are all there. Girl, you communicating with the girl, you DMing the girl. You know this girl is cheating. You know this girl is cheating with your husband. You on the phone with her? What you want me to do, baby girl? I ain't got no sympathy for you, girl. I believe what Destiny is saying. And again, if you go back and listen to the shit that Melody was saying, Destiny was not, Destiny just didn't pull. It wasn't because what she did say, that's how I perceived it. Her perception was correct, in my honest opinion. As crazy as it may sound. Oh, is this on? Bitch, I thought this microphone. If this microphone, if this video wouldn't have recorded, girl, y'all wouldn't have got it. Because I'm already, girl, we already 50 minutes in. This would have been a wrap for this week. Y'all, we would have to wait until the new season started. Didn't I say let's go all black and whoop her ass? Yes, you did. And then Destiny said you catch him, you leave him. You're coming back to him. You're getting pregnant. You're still talking to the girl. I'm confused. You want to catch him again? You already knew he was cheating on you. So what are you catching, girl? Maybe y'all can say what I want to say about Destiny, but Destiny was telling the truth about that Melody. She was wrapping Melody ass up. Melody got the girl's food, not me. Hey. It is what it is. But I do believe Destiny. And based off what Melody said, she pretty much confirmed that Destiny was telling the truth. Girl, when Melody told Tisha, do me a favor. Tisha, I don't need you because it ain't going to go well for you. Girl, because Tisha was like, are you listening to her, Mel? Yes, I'm listening to her. No, are you listening? Hey, when Mel told Tisha, stay out of this because, girl, it's not going to go well for you. Okay? Tisha was being messy. She was. She was being a messy starter. She started that whole shit at that table. But it is what it is. Anyways. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Girl, if I forgot something, we'll talk about it next season. Girl, I'm tired. This is 50 minutes long. Bye, y'all.